Crystal Wade here with Let's Wade In. So glad you could join us today. We're talking about what is real. I want to show you something. This is a pin that my husband made, and this is another pin. And as you can see, there are metal parts at each end and wood in the middle. Now I want you to see this wood. This wood are pieces that he cut out of a tree. It's not layered wood, which is veneer, where there's just layers of strips of fake particle dust glued together. No, these are real. It's cut out of real wood, and he worked it on his tools to design it into the shape of a pin. And it's solid to the core. It's real. It's not fake. Okay, that's something that's real. This is a real bowl, and he also designed this bowl. He cut the hunk of wood from a tree that he had gotten, and he designed it into the shape of a bowl. And it's real, and it's solid to the core. There's no fake, no layers here. It's just real wood. When we go outside, we breathe real air. When we turn on the faucet, we get real water. We can go back outside and touch the ground, and it's real dirt. All of those things are real. Now, look at yourself. Look at your arm. It's a real arm, okay? You are really there. You are real. You're not a fake either. But you know what? I wonder if you've ever heard this. I have heard this from children myself growing up, and I know probably many of you have heard this too. So what if you know about yourself that you are strong? And then if you say, I am strong, in your class or to other people, children, tweens, or teens, and then they say, have you heard this? Prove it. And so all of a sudden you find yourself picking up chairs and doing these things to show how strong you are. Sometimes the people around will say, oh yeah, I can see that you're strong. And other times they'll say, oh well, or you're not really. And oftentimes they do this when we're children, but there's forms of it when we're tweens and teens too, about proving what a great photographer you are. Or it said, well, so-and-so can do this better. And then we just may feel the need. Maybe we're not told to prove it. Maybe we just feel the need to prove how good we are at this or that or the other. Well, the thing is, there are good things about you. And let's stop and let's think about something good about you. Are you strong? Are you good at music? Can you sing well? Do you like to design with art? What about, are you a good listener? Do people like to be around you because you're a good friend? What is something good about you? And there's more than one, okay? So you think about that thing that's good about you. And if there's anybody struggling to find something good about themselves, Father, I ask right now that you would just shine your light on something for them that is good about them that you gave to them, and help them remember it, Father. Please and thank you. Okay, so you're going to remember that something good about yourself, all right? And it is real. It is real. Just like the wood, just like these pins. Because you know why? You are real. When the Father designed you, He made you one of a kind. One of a kind. There is nobody else in the history of the world that is like you. You are not a fake, and you don't have to prove yourself to others on who you are, that you're strong, that you're good, that you're kind, that you're a great listener, that you're musical, that you're athletic. You don't have to prove that to other people, whether they say prove it or whether you feel the need to prove it, because you're real. This bowl does not scream to me, I am real. It doesn't say I have to prove myself. It doesn't run around the room and pick up chairs to prove that it's strong. I just look at it and I'm like, that's a real bowl. Okay? And that is how you are. You and I both. We are real. So you're the only one of you. And the Father made you that way, and He loves you and He likes you. So if people say to you, prove that you're strong or whatever, or if you feel the need to prove yourself, just don't do it. Say to yourself, I am strong. I am a good photographer. I am a good athlete. I am a good friend. Just say that to yourself and thank the Father for making you that way. Okay? Because the best time to do this is now, in our childhood, teenage, and tween years, because many adults take this feeling that we need to prove ourselves into adulthood, and the end result of that doesn't go very well, okay? So let's settle this. In our childhood, in our tween and teen years, I am the real deal. I am the only one of me. I am not a fake. And what is good about me is good. For instance, I am strong, I'm kind, I'm a good friend. And thank you, Father, for making me that way. And do you know what that does? That builds strength within you. You're already real. You're already real, okay? But when you refrain from doing things to try to prove yourself, and you just say, yes, I am real in whatever way, and thank you, Father, for making me that way, because He's the one that designed you. He's the one that thought of the idea of you. And you're completely real, and you're going to live forever. Okay? So say to yourself now, I am real. Thank you, Father, for making me this way. And settle that now, because it builds strength within you. And what will happen is, over time, as you just keep walking in this strength of being who you are and being settled in that between you and Him, then it will be seen to other people what you are. For instance, if people come to my house and they see this bowl sitting on the table, they're not going to argue with me to prove it. And because it's sitting there in its strength and its beauty. And that is you. Just be there in your strength and your beauty, and it will be seen clearly who you are as you go forward in your life. Okay? So remember, go with God and go for the gold.